And welcome in. Welcome in, everybody.
And welcome in.
Good to see you tonight. How's everything going, William?
Doing okay. Yeah, doing all right. Busy day. Other things going on personally, but doing pretty well.
Good. Glad to hear it. I know it's been a little bit hectic for you today. So
Yeah.
But I got a lot done. I've gotten a ton done today. So
Good. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Tonight, hopefully, maybe on next week. We'll see. But
right. I hope so. She had some personal matters to take care of. So yeah. So okay, we are not doing a Christmas show or a Halloween show, but
we're also not doing a hockey show either. But the NHL did begin their exhibition games this week to get the players warmed up for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So wearing my Pirates of the Caribbean hockey jersey and my Dallas Stars hat. Let's go Stars.
There you go.
So yeah, looking forward to the playoffs getting cranked up and everybody stays safe. 0 out of over, I believe, 2,000 tests for everybody related to the NHL. 0
that's
came back positive.
That's fantastic.
Seems like so far the measures are working. You know, they've got 2 hub cities, Toronto and Edmonton, that they're going to play all their games in throughout the entirety of the playoffs. So,
good. Okay.
So yeah, hopefully those guys stay safe. You know, we're hoping and praying that we can get past this large outburst of the COVID-19 and coronavirus. If we can get past all this mess and I never hear the term COVID-19 or coronavirus ever again, I'll be a happy man.
Amen. And I think the rest of the country would probably
just absolutely sick of it. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy.
Yeah. Take precautions. Yeah. We'll get through it. Wash your hands. We're going to
be considerate of others.
Some of it. Yeah, absolutely.
We want to get back to some normalcy.
Yes, we do. We do. This too shall pass.
Yeah,
this too shall pass. And baseball started up again. So we have some normalcy. Maybe
a little bit.
With sports to kind of distract people from
Going to be a lot of baseball played. I've heard an announcer say on opening day that they're going to be playing 60 games in 66 days.
That's what you said. That is.
I would imagine if you're watching TV at almost any point over the next 64, 63 days now, I think. If you're watching TV at any point over that time and you're within the region of a baseball game, it's probably TV.
That is a packed schedule. It really is. But they're playing.
Anyway, root on your team. If you're not a fan of hockey or you're not a fan of baseball, now is a great time to pick it up. I will say this. I'm biased. I've only been a hockey fan since 2015. And I'm 100% biased as a Dallas Stars fan. There are no better playoffs in any sport, than the hockey NHL hockey playoffs. Every round is a best of 7. Every round.
Right.
And so under normal circumstances, you could potentially play 28 games, which is, about another quarter of a season.
Yeah,
in order to get the cup. There's no harder trophy to earn. No harder fought trophy in all of sports than the Stanley Cup.
That's 100% true. And we when football, got kind of crazy, we kind of started watching hockey.
Yeah.
So that's.
But
start watching.
Sports cranking up a little bit. Basketball's back too. Don't watch basketball. If you do, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're excited as well. But
and all of the NBA players are at Disney.
Yeah. So little tie-in back to Disney there. A lot of sports.
They're all piled into Disney. And my sister Joy, I see you. Thank you for being there.
Yeah, Joy, love you. Glad you're here.
Yeah, we're talking about excuse me. Had to cough there. We're talking about tonight, we're going to discuss a trip to Disney. A lot of people right now, especially us who are missing the park so badly, are thinking about planning a trip, kind of shifting, foot to foot to, hey, Garrett.
Hey, Garrett. Welcome
Nice
in.
to see
Glad you're
you.
here. Glad you make it.
Appreciate you being here. We're kind of shifting, foot to foot. Do we go? Do we not go? What do we need to do to get in there and be safe and have a good time? So we're going to talk about that.
And if you're thinking that, go back to last week.
Yes.
As we did a little collaboration with on last week's Hitchhiker chat with Diz Our Dream.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got questions, they've actually been to the parks
Right.
since the parks have reopened post this outbreak. So go check out that video, and you can hear things about the temperature checks and everything. So if you have questions about some of that, check out that video. I promise you there will be something there that'll be appealing to you, or some sort of topic we touch on. So really the last 2 weeks have been a blast with Monarch Moment and Diz Our Dream.
We had Monarch Moments on to talk about their cruise, Disney cruise, and they took a Christmas Disney cruise.
Yeah, it's just like Disney. The only thing better than Disney is Disney at Christmas time, in my opinion.
That's what they say.
And so I'd imagine, and I think they concurred that the Disney Christmas cruise was awesome. So check that out.
That's too
that
straight
experience. So
check those out.
It's been a blast having them on the stream with us.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Christmas, I do have on my Christmas spirit jersey. It's not necessarily a Christmas stream, though we will be talking about, hey, big Disney fan, how are you, Keith? Welcome in. We will be talking about the holidays. We are 90 days from Halloween and 150 days to Christmas. Wow. And
crazy.
I think most of us
crazy.
most of us are really excited about that. I know I am. I think most of us are just ready for 2020 to move on.
Bring 2021 on. Go ahead and drop the ball and bring it on.
Epic fail.
Yeah. We're almost to August, which is crazy, but at the same time, not crazy, because it feels like we've been indoors for the most part for an eternity now.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. So that's we're just going to talk about the holidays and Disney during the holidays, and that's why I'm dressed. And I took this opportunity to put on my Christmas spirit jersey. I really hated to, but I did just for y'all. So
it'd be a shame if you had to wear a spirit jersey to the stream. I'd hate for anyone to force that upon you.
Right.
It's not like you have that many. I mean, it's such a small selection. I mean,
well, it's like have so few, and
I've only fed the addiction here. I must.
Well, and back at you, buddy, with the hockey jerseys.
Yeah, it's true. And actually, I have another one. I've been looking out there on eBay for these Disney hockey jerseys that they put out, I think, mid to late 2000s, around 2006, 7, 8, and 9, 10-ish, somewhere in that range. They put out these Disney hockey jerseys, and I may or may not have acquired another one. that you'll see me wearing a future stream.
Yeah, yeah, I know what it is, and it's really really cool. You have run across that one you're wearing. It's like that one you're wearing. You run across some really really sweet deals on.
I will say this next jersey is a wonderful thing.
And that, folks, was a hint.
Yeah, you'll have to tune in to see what the Disney theming of my next hockey jersey.
Right. The wonderful thing about hockey jerseys is hockey jerseys are wonderful
thing.
So there's a little teaser for you there. Today in Disney history, we got a little bit here that was kind of cool that I wanted to mention. 1951, Walt Disney's 13th film, Alice in Wonderland, was released by RKO Pictures. So that's kind of a cool one. And I didn't check to see what number they're on, but we're way past 13. So that was kind of a cool one. 1989.
Sorry, real quick. Welcome into Shelley Starwalker.
Hey, Shelley.
And
Thanks for being here.
And
Mickey's Girls. Oh my gosh. Well. Mickey's Girls, I have been following your trip, and oh man, I think I still have some videos to watch. You guys get over to Mickey's Girls, and they just returned from Disney and have some great videos up. She does, if you love Loungefly bags, accessories, go watch her videos. You do such a great job, and I love watching your videos. So
nice. That's
I'm
cool.
excited.
Those Loungefly backpacks are pretty sweet. I mean, they put out so many cool ones.
I know. If whatever your favorite things are, your favorite themes or your favorite characters, there is a Loungefly for you. So
yeah,
there is.
I saw one the other day that had Rocket and Groot on it from the Galaxy. God. So they have pretty well touched on about everything.
All of them.
That's impressive.
And I love them too. So I love watching your videos. Hey, Griswold, Danny, Griswold Family Vacay. Hey, welcome in. Next in Disney history, 1998, Disney's first cruise ship, the Magic, was christened, by Patricia Disney, who's Roy's wife. It was built by an Italian shipbuilder. It accommodates 2,400 passengers and has 10 decks, total length of 964 feet, a gross tonnage of 83,000 tons. It was a star-studded manifest. Director George Lucas, San Antonio Spurs center David Robinson, country singer Travis Tritt. They went on a 2-day trip to Disney's private island in the Bahamas before she set out on her permanent itinerary. So it was kind of cool, I thought. And that Patricia Disney christened the Disney Magic. And I think actually the Disney Magic, when Disney began to leave out of the port of Galveston, I think the Magic was the one that came in initially. So that's kind of cool. But cool. Then in 2003, retired astronaut Buzz Aldrin from Apollo 11 took the controls aboard mission space at Epcot during the filming of an ABC television segment that featured the new attraction.
That is awesome.
Is that cool? Yeah.
Fun fact, I once dressed during the, I think it was the Halls of America in elementary school. I was Buzz Aldrin. For that, each member of my class dressed up for had to dress as a different historic figure, and I was Buzz Aldrin.
That's right. I had forgotten about that. That was, and you had to do.
We had like a little 5x7 index cards, and as all the younger grades passed through, we explained who we were and what significance we had in history.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was a really neat exercise. That was a really cool assignment.
We did some really cool stuff. That and Free Enterprise Day were two very cool events that stick out, in my mind from my experience in elementary school. So really neat. Props to my alma mater on both of those.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope that they're still doing both of those because they teach a lot of great lessons.
Yeah.
And yes, Buzz is a good guy to be.
Yeah, Buzz was a great guy to be. I have
I was going to say, you have a Buzz Aldrin story, don't you, Mom?
Well, I don't.
Okay.
I have a friend, John, who lives in California, has met Buzz before on various occasions related to his work. And he's a colorful character. He really is. So that's our Today in Disney History list. And so, how many people are planning a trip to Walt Disney World? If you're planning a trip to Walt Disney World, are you planning a trip? Are you waiting to go, until 2021? You're waiting till some of the normalcy returns, they get back to a normal schedule. You don't have to wear a face mask. How are you feeling about that? I have talked to, different people in chat for all our great YouTubers. I've talked to people who have different takes on it. A lot of people say I would go tomorrow. A lot of people say I am going tomorrow. And then others say, I'm probably not going to go till 2021 when some of this has kind of calmed down a little bit. Diz Our Dream is in the chat. I'm assuming that's Jeff. It could be Angela. Had a great stream with them last week, and they were there for annual pass holder preview and for opening day, and they gave us some great information about planning to go to the parks, what it's like to be in the parks once you're there, what's closed, what's open, that kind of thing. Mike, I'm waiting for my friend's passes to get lifted so she can get me in. Great. And feel safe for going there then to Walmart. Exactly. Right, Mike? That's exactly what I've said. And
especially, and I was like, okay, what are the parks going to look like? And shout out to those that have streamed what the parks.
Yeah, there you are. There's our dream.
Because I was wondering, how are they going to handle this thing? And welcome in Diz Our Dream.
Right.
Great to have you guys here tonight, and really enjoyed having you all on last week. But I was curious to know what the parks would look like post all this, with them reopening, and shout out to all the streamers that have put that out there for everybody else to see. And I completely concur with Mike Wheeler. I would feel safer there than Walmart any day of the week.
Shelly, did y'all Shelly Starwalker, we were planning on camping at Walt Disney World, but opted for a mask-free vacay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, not at all. Did y'all have something scheduled and have to cancel, or did you just kind of change your plans of when, Disney opened and y'all just decided to do something else? We are just, looking at it. We've been to Disney numerous times. And though, I'm sure you would agree, William, I hate for the fireworks not to be there, for the parades not to be there, for some things to be closed.
Meet and greets, some of the restaurants and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tracy, excuse me, Kenzie Day's dad called it Disney Light, and that's a good description of it, because you're not getting the full experience. But I want to go. I want to go in November, and I'm already making plans to go. I have I don't know if we're going to stay on property or if we're stay off property. We haven't really decided yet what's going to be the best for this particular trip. But I have gotten some quotes from Mickey Travels, from Jennifer at Mickey Travels. I really highly recommend them, especially now they kind of know the ins and outs. And if you want to go, but you're a little hesitant, Mickey Travels can guide you through all the ins and outs and take care of your reservations and eating and everything that you need to do, and tell you what you need to pack. So it's a lot more stress-free, and it doesn't cost you anything. Mickey Travels does not cost you any more than if you did it yourself. So they are paid.
It's hard to beat.
It's hard to beat to have a personal travel planner, and Jennifer is really great. So at any rate,
scrolling back up here, you'd asked who's planning to go. Monarch Moments says 2021 or 2022. Big Disney fan is waiting till 2023. Mickey's Girls said they will be going back in 2021, but would like to go back this year. Monarch Moments did say, a little caveat there, would have loved to go this year, but didn't work out that way. Completely understand. Let's see, see if anyone else responded here. Let's see. Don't see any others, but yeah, if let's see. Here we go. Shelly Starwalker says, husband said we get a camper so I could get it back to Disney. Now we're planning a trip to Yellowstone. That's really cool.
That's
I would love to get up there and see that as well.
Absolutely, me too. That's going to be a great. If you can't go to Disney, Shelly, that's going to be.
Welcome in to Paging Mr. Morrow. Says,
Nate, hey.
Mr. Morrow is planning to go back to Disneyland when it opens. Still don't know when that'll be, but
Nate, we're hoping. Welcome in, by the way. It's so good to see you. We are really hoping that that it's going to be soon. I would not even hazard a guess, on when Disneyland will open. I don't know. I know you've done some great streams. I've watched some of your streams in Disney World. And Mike, if you would drop a link, or one of our mods drop a link for Nate's channel, because he has really great park coverage. And but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you've heard anything. I don't know that anybody knows when Disneyland will open.
Yeah.
Maybe it may be the end of the year. Who knows? But at any rate, we're happy to have Disney World open, and there are, as we talked about with Jeff and Angela from Diz Our Dream last week, there are a lot of things to kind of take into account. There are no fireworks. There are no parades. You have to wear masks. Masks are required. And in addition to your park, there's no park hopping. So in addition to your park ticket, you also have to get onto the Disney app, the Walt Disney World app, which we'll also discuss, and make a reservation for the park that you want to visit that day. So like if you're planning on being at Disney for a week, you'll the minute you buy your tickets and link them in the My Disney Experience app, you will then be able to go in and request, okay, I want to go to Magic Kingdom this day. I want to go to Epcot this day. I want to go to Hollywood Studios this day. So, there's for those of you who are familiar with the My Disney Experience app, what are you laughing about?
I'm laughing at
Shelly?
I'm laughing at Shelly's comment. She said, "Just saw a shadow behind you, Don." It turns out that said,
Hitchhiking Bones.
Yeah. we do say there's always room for one more.
That's right. We are the Hitchhiking Bones, Shelly.
It turns out that shadow was my younger but much larger brother.
Much taller.
Was ominously passing by. So I saw the shadow too, and I was wondering whether or not anybody else picked up on it. So welcome into the first hitchhiker chat, Adam.
Yeah, well, Shelly's kind of a detail girl, so yeah.
Good eye. So yes, that was not a spirit. We hate to frighten you prematurely.
It was a hitchhiking bone. So
it was.
Okay, so Nate, you have been telling all my friends from overseas. I don't think it's coming right now.
I would wait to.
Yeah, we're even.
we're still on the fence about our trip. We've got until, I believe, August 9th.
I'm not
We're getting
going.
really close. Yeah, we're getting really close. But as I mentioned last week, still trying to nail down a job after I got laid off in June. So if I can get a job nailed down between here and there, got a second round interview tomorrow, hoping it goes well. So any thoughts or prayers, positive vibes, send those my way. Hoping I can land this job tomorrow, and then it'll be a non-issue. But yeah, just trying to be financially responsible and make good decisions.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm really hoping that you can get something so that you don't have to cancel that trip in September. Once you do get something, then you can just reschedule. But yeah, I think so too, Nate. Or the other group that I've been telling to just wait is anybody who's never been.
Yeah, first timers.
Yeah, first timers. I would wait. If I was a first timer, I would want the full experience. So I would wait to go until the parks are open. You don't have to wear a mask, and all the magic is back. Absolutely. Now, and I would think that for people from overseas, that a concern there was the hitchhiking that for people from overseas, the flights would still be a concern, right? To be able to even get there.
I didn't really think about that, but yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, would be a concern, and whether or not they'd have to have. I don't know. I have no idea. Whether I mean, certain countries actually have banned us. So I don't know if people from those countries who have banned citizens from the U.S. would be able to come here, and then if they were able to come, I would think they would have to quarantine when they got back to their country. I don't know about the overseas stuff, but yes, Nate, that would probably be definitely a concern.
Thank you, Shelley and Mike. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks for the well wishes.
Yeah, absolutely, Shelley. Put you some. We appreciate that. Thanks. We do appreciate your thoughts on that.
Thank you.
Again, hoping to, but yeah, Shelley, definitely bring the magic back. And if we, when we go into the parks, I talked a little bit about what to expect. Go ahead and get the My Disney Experience app loaded up if you're planning on going. Once you can buy your tickets, the minute you buy your tickets, you can then link them in the My Disney Experience app and then go in and request your park pass or your park reservations for whichever park you want to go to on a certain day. So now the really, really good news is, guys, if any of y'all have watched Paging Mr. Morrow or Resort TV 1 or Dis Our Dream, or anybody who's actually been into the parks, they're pretty much empty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's they have cut the number of people that they allow into the parks per day, like down to bare nothing.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. Jennifer at Mickey Travels had posted some pictures on her Facebook page and on her Instagram, and it was like right down Main Street to the castle, and there was nobody there. And she said, "Can you believe this picture was taken at like 10:30 in the morning?"
Oh my!
Yeah. So really, really. So that would be another great thing. I mean, Jeff at Dis Our Dream can testify that the rides are pretty much a walk on right now. And people are following, social distancing. They are, doing that. And I think, anybody that goes into the park surely would do that because we don't want Disney to close again. Right. Yeah. There are no parades. There are what they call cavalcades, which are like pop-up mini parades. And those are really cool. They have, in one of them, they have like a princess one that's primarily princesses. They have one where Merida is riding this huge, enormous, gorgeous Clydesdale. some really, really fun cavalcades, and they kind of pop up unexpectedly during the day, but they do it often enough that everybody, is able to see them. The low crowds and low wait times, right? That's why I was thinking, that it would be a great time to go because of the timing of it. I probably will not, go until November, just because that's when it works out. Of course, November's almost here, guys. But yeah, Merida, Shelley, yeah. Yeah, a great moment to photograph when the parks are empty.
Yeah.
And yes, Shelley is a fantastic photographer. So, yeah, y'all, if you've not seen any of Shelley's work, you're really missing out. That was a great one on Instagram that you posted today, Shelley, by the way. I think it was probably today that you posted it. It was really neat. Anyway, so no fireworks. I did hear through the grapevine that for Halloween, now Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party has been canceled. Yeah. Go check out my video on that if you want the details on that. It's on our channel. But
coincidentally, the video on our channel that has a lot of views. So
yes,
check that out.
Yes, that particular video has kind of blown up. That one got that one's got a lot of views.
Kind of a mystery, but still really cool.
It had been out there because I made the video basically the day that we got the news that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party was canceled. And I got a lot of, views on it, but then when it really blew up was right after Walt Disney World opened. And so I think when people heard, okay, Walt Disney World is opening, then they thought the next question was, okay, are they going to do the Halloween party? And when they did a search, they found us, which is really cool. It has some information in it about that. If y'all are interested, by all means, go and check out that video. But they are going to have, for instance, the laugh floor the Monsters Inc. laugh floor has been closed. The laugh floor is going to be open for Halloween. They will have, I've also have it on good authority that they will have a kind of a mini fireworks show. It's going to be smaller. It's not. And basically what they're going to do is what they did in Shanghai. They're going to mark, put markings on the pavement, stand here, don't stand here, stand here, so that people can stand on their marks and socially distance and be safe while they watch the show. So, and they will also have parade and do the same thing. So even, so Halloween at Disney is not canceled. Yay.
Yay.
They will still have, now I don't know about candy. Probably won't be.
Yeah, probably no go on that.
But
who knows?
They will. The Cadaver Dans will be singing. They will have the ghosts from the Haunted Mansion out on the lawn, delighting foolish mortals with their chat. And so a lot of the things that we know and love about Disney at Halloween, Main Street will be decorated with the Mickey Rays, just like we expect and love. So Disney will do their best. They will not disappoint. Even though we can't have Mickey's Not So Scary, they won't disappoint. So, and everybody's, all together now. We've got to keep our fingers crossed for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So let's all behave and socially distance and wear our masks so that we can have the Christmas party. But yeah, hey, Jeffrey.
Yeah, welcome in, Jeffrey. We'll definitely do that for you, Jeffrey, for sure.
Yeah. I was planning on being at Walt Disney World for the Halloween party too. I was absolutely planning on doing that, and probably was going to take my granddaughters for the first time. So, yeah. But we'll still get it done. Jeffrey, absolutely, we will pray for your aunt.
Yeah,
we certainly will do that.
Sorry, she's not doing well.
Hear that. We sure will. Yeah, gosh, isn't it the truth? We're crossing our fingers that we can get back to normal as soon as possible too. Again, we opened up with some talk about, about sports opening back up, and baseball, basketball, hockey are going to have a season. Don't know about football. They're still haggling, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think, oh man, we all just need some normalcy. And really, guys, that's why I'm planning a trip to Disney. I need something to look forward to. I just need something to look forward to. I think all of us do. And
yeah, I mean, that's where we're at. I'm really, really hoping, hoping things work out for us to be able to go.
Absolutely.
Because it's the last couple months have been rough for us. So, that would lift the spirits and really give us something to look forward to. So we'll see. I mean, what happens. If we can't make it this year, I can always try again next year.
Yeah. Well, and we will. We'll get this thing opened up, and we were talking about it today, William. I really feel like when that day comes and Disney announces, okay, we no longer have to have the mask requirement. We can open back up. All of the restaurants are open back up. We can start in with parades again normally, and character meet and greets. I don't know when I honestly don't know when those will go back to normal. I don't know. I hate to even say it, but I don't know when you'll ever be able to hug a character again, which just breaks my heart. But
it absolutely does. Even for me as a grown man, that I can empathize with Olaf. That I like warm hugs. And that makes me really sad.
Yeah, been there, got the T-shirt, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a great Christmas.
I do have a Olaf T-shirt that says "I love warm hugs." He's wearing a little Santa hat.
Yes, I love that. And William actually was born on Christmas Day, and we have done Christmas Day and for his birthday in Magic Kingdom. And also, we stayed for New Year's that year. It was absolutely fantastic.
So cool. Such a great trip.
Yeah, one of the best things we've done. So, let's see. Okay, no problem. No problem. But thanks for dropping in, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad you made it. You have a great night, too.
Yeah, you have a great night. Thanks, Danny. And speaking of masks, I did want to mention, now Disney has some masks that you can order from Shop Disney. And they have several different kinds. They have a Baby Yoda, they have a Pixar print, they have Black Panther, they have a princess print.
There's a ton of stuff. There's the Hulk, there's Mickey, Goofy, Marie from the Aristocats. Mm-hmm. There's a ton out there.
Several different ones. You're a Valentine, baby.
That sounds oddly familiar.
It does, Shelley, because William was born on Christmas Day. Adam was born 2 days off Halloween, and Stephen was born 1 day off of Valentine's Day. So I have holiday
babies. Yep.
If there's a holiday, I've got a son for it. So yeah. Now, Jeff, that's what I was going to say about the face masks. The ones, the Disney masks, are a little small. They run a little small, and they are
large. It fits her. I haven't tried hers on. I don't know if an XL might work for me. I'm not sure. I've been using more of the, I guess, PPE, like not really N95. I'm not even sure what kind of mask it is, but I haven't tried one of the Disney masks yet. I know that you advise people to look for cotton instead of going that route. So
Right. No, and there are, I was going to say there are a lot of great options, guys, that are Disney prints on Etsy. There's some great, shops who have Disney prints. I found some Haunted Mansion, the purple wallpaper, and ordered one of those. I thought I'd order one. It is cotton because of your advice, Jeff. And I thought I'd try one, and if I like it, I'll go back and order a couple more. But
also, welcome in to AJC Magic TV. Glad to have you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here, guys. We really appreciate it. Go. And the other nice thing about that is, as much as we love to support Disney, some of the the other Etsy shops, just go to Etsy and do a search for Disney masks, and you get tons of them come up, and a lot of them, of course, I know have been recommended by people. So you probably know of an Etsy shop, and you get to support somebody who has a small business, and it works out great. And there are all kinds of them, so good selection out there. The temperatures in the fall in Walt Disney World, of course, now Disneyland is a whole different ballgame, but the temps in November, when I'm planning to go, the daily temperature averages 69 degrees. So the high,
Jersey weather,
a Spirit Jersey weather for me, absolutely. And the highs go up to about 81, and then the low can be as low as 57. So that's the kind of weather as far as packing, that
right about now in the DFW area, those temperatures sound wonderful.
Yeah, they do. 81, actually, it was kind of odd. A couple of days ago, we had, we're in Northeast Texas, we had, it was 81 degrees, and Jeff and I were sitting out on the porch just, enjoying our lunch, and I said, "What's the temperature?" I said, "It doesn't feel blazing hot, like it has this week." And I checked my phone, and it was 80. I thought, wow, that's just about perfect. So, Mike, they are, they can be. Yeah, people are kind of taking advantage of, the fact that we have to have those face masks. And I had to look, but I found some that were a little bit cheaper. And if you buy several, a lot of times they'll give you free shipping, which helps out. So, but yeah, so the temperatures in the fall, even in Florida, cool down just a little bit. So that's nice. What to pack? We have been so many times that we are pretty much park bag packing pros, I would say. Would you say that's an overstatement, William?
I definitely. I always take one of those, drawstring backpacks. I usually just kind of sling it over my back. Of course, I haven't, been with a baby yet. I haven't.
That's going to be a whole different.
So that's going to be a game changer. But up until this point, I've been fine with cargo shorts and a drawstring backpack. So,
right, and cargo shorts are great because you can put stuff in the shorts too.
Plus, they're secure too. If you go to ride something and ride a roller coaster or something, if you got something, some sort of pocket that securely closes, then you've got more peace of mind. I've ridden some rides before and just kind of clutched my pockets. It's just like I cannot afford to lose my keys. I can't afford to lose my wallet. Like. I'm gonna make sure all of these things make it back with me.
Let's see. I was just looking in the chat here. Let's see. Yeah. Well, now for me, what I have two recommendations. Of course, Mickey's Magic. Was in, or Mickey's Girls was in the chat earlier, and she has some fantastic Loungefly bags, great collection. And I love the Loungefly bags, I really do. But I have also discovered that Vera Bradley, the hipster that Vera Bradley makes with a really long strap, I think it's also called a mail carrier, but I know they have a hipster. And Vera Bradley does do Disney prints.
Yep,
So
they do.
there's that.
And little sidebar, they also have started putting out some Harry Potter prints as well. So,
Oh, no, I didn't know
for
about that.
any people that like Harry Potter, they just recently announced it. I'm not sure if they're already selling them or not, but Jillian showed it to me. Look pretty
Oh,
neat.
that's fantastic. Yeah. And, Universal, that shadowy place that we don't talk about, if we're Disney fans, is also open, guys, and they're doing a fantastic job with the masks and the social distancing and the whole bit as well. They've been open even longer than Disney. So,
Yep.
Yeah, if you're, and we will probably, try to make it to Universal on our trip, Lord willing, we can.
Yeah, I want to check out that Hagrid's motorbike ride. That looks really cool.
Oh yeah, we have not been for that. We have not been since they opened Hagrid's, and I heard a couple of people talking about it today and said it was loads of fun. So it may be. I'm thinking it may be kind of similar to Tron. Same kind of motorcycle adventure. But yeah, that mailbag, that hipster is really nice. Highly recommend it. It's lightweight and it holds a lot more than you think it would hold. It's fabric, so you can actually, wash it if you need to. I wash mine in cold water on delicate and then hang it to dry so that it doesn't fade. But they hold a bunch of stuff, and it's really handy because it's like they're on your shoulder, and you can, you don't have to like take it off and then unzip it like you do with the backpacks. You can just unzip and reach in and take things out. Really handy. And then when I get into a ride, a lot of times I will just loop the handle around my leg, like I just put my foot through and so I know it's not going to fly out. So it's a good one. It has a lot of pockets. So those are or something similar, doesn't have to be Vera Bradley. It can be, a different, Shelley can be a different one that's not necessarily Vera Bradley, but is the same style. So obviously the first thing you want to have is your magic band. And I've got, my list, and most of these things are kind of small. So you want your
travel light if possible.
You want to go as light as possible, because if you start out with a really, really heavy bag, after you walk an average of anywhere from 10 to 15 miles, which is, the average in the parks, it's going to get really heavy. So keep it as light as possible. Obviously, you're going to have your face mask. Be sure and take, be sure and take an extra face mask in case you're on a water ride. It gets wet, you're sweaty. It just kind of gets grungy feeling during the day. You can swap that out. Now, if, of course, if you're staying in a Disney park, then your magic band is going to be tied to your credit card. You don't necessarily have to carry cash. Jeff is a cash person. He always has at least a little bit of cash on him. I carry a small wallet with some ID and usually my debit card, and just a little one. Loungefly, again, makes some really cool ones. So does Vera Bradley. I always have with me a really well-kept secret, I think, from Galaxy's Edge, the gift card from Galaxy's Edge. It's a little metal, it's called Batuu and Spira, and it is a gift card. You can load it. It's $100 minimum, but it's good anywhere on Disney property and at Disney stores. So I always have that with me. Reusable straws. If you use the straws, they've done away with. Now I know that Disneyland completely did away with plastic straws.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and they just have the paper ones that they get real soggy after a while, and I'm usually sipping on a drink, and by the time I get to the bottom of the drink, that straw is gone. So that paper straw. So reusable straws. They sell silicone and stainless with little pot cleaner, little brushes that you can clean them out with. So gum, they don't sell gum anywhere on Disney property for obvious reasons. They don't want gum stuck to everything. If you chew it, take it with you and be sure and throw it away. I take hair elastics, to put my hair up when if it gets hot. I take a small hairbrush. I take a little bit of lipstick, some chapstick. I take eye drops and an extra pair of contact lenses with a case. That way, my day is not ruined if I lose a contact. I always take that. Wet ones, hand sanitizer. The some kind of wipe.
Welcome in, Russ Stapleton.
Pardon?
I said, welcome in, Russ Stapleton. Glad you're here.
Oh, hey, Russ. Good to see. Oh, thanks. Thanks for being here. I am the queen of fun, Garrett. I'm so glad that you recognize that. I am. And I try to be prepared. Sunscreen. I've got tissues, a little pack of tissues. And this is something that you might not think about. I take in gallon and quart Ziploc bags. Okay.
That is a great call.
Because if you go on Splash Mountain, you're going to need one of those Ziploc bags to put your phone in to be sure that
those quart Ziploc bags are great for cargo short pockets.
Yes. And if you buy, one of those enormous muck cupcakes at Halloween or any kind of cupcake, sometimes, guys, those things are like mini cakes. I mean, they're this. It's not a little bitty cupcake like we're used to seeing. Some of those are mini cakes. They could literally be shared by 4 people minimum. So if you're like me and you're absolutely not going to throw away a cupcake that you didn't finish, stick it in a Ziploc bag. I'll eat it squash for breakfast the next morning. So, power bank.
Shelly Starwalker says Lysol or Clorox wipes on any excursion. Completely agree. Mom's really good about bringing wet ones and hand sanitizer. It's a little further down on her list, but absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, and it needs to be at the top. The thing about it is, Shelly, I brought all that stuff into the parks before all this
started. Yeah.
We always brought wipes and hand sanitizer, and I was always preaching to the boys, because there's so many people, in the parks, and I was always preaching to them, if you don't have to touch that handrail, don't touch it. Don't go touching things. Think about not touching things. Try not to do that. So, Jeff, there you go. Again, you're a man after my own heart, I think.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Sunglasses, take a rain poncho, but don't buy a $10 or $15 rain poncho in the parks. Go to Dollar General, go to your local dollar store.
I must admit,
99 cents.
I've been suckered into caught unprepared. You're supposed to be prepared. And I have been I've been in Animal Kingdom before and got I got a little mid-morning shower and we got suckered right into getting those Disney Parks ponchos. They're super duper overpriced. And had I remembered, I would have had those, little pocket square, cheapo poncho.
But they were great. I mean, and if you wear them for a while, they're they're tiny. They're packed in those little bitty, packets, and they're like those blow up rafts. They just turn into these.
One for a World of Color. To keep from getting wet when you're on your last Disneyland trip, and people were like, "Whoa, where did this poncho come from?" Because just all of a sudden you had a poncho.
Well, at World of Color, we were fortunate enough when we walked in to get a fast pass for World of Color, and Garrett knows exactly what I'm talking about. And we were like right on the fence. I mean, we were right down. World of Color is a water show. It's a water projection show with fireworks. It's absolutely amazing. And if you are standing close enough, you will get sprayed by water. And so my husband had like a waterproof jacket on because it was cooler naturally in California. And he said, honey, why don't you just put on your poncho, drag your poncho out. So I did. And it was so funny because the people around me were going, okay, why didn't I think of that? Mm-hmm. And I did not get wet. And I would have been cold too because it was later on at night when that fireworks water show happens, and I would have been cold. I would have been, freezing cold if I had gotten wet. So definitely do the rain poncho, but go to the dollar store and buy the 99-cent version.
Yeah.
Be sure and bring,
money that you're not spending. Granted, your dollar store poncho will not have Mickey Mouse on it, but you could save a lot of money to get something else with Mickey Mouse on it.
There you go. Exactly.
That's not a poncho.
That's right. Something that you want more. Exactly. Bring headache medicine, guys. Bring some headache medicine.
Any sort of other medication you may have.
Yeah. Antacid.
Maybe a Tylenol or something. Your muscles can get a little tight if you're not used to walking that much in a day. We cover a lot of ground on our Disney trip. So yeah.
So bring something like that. And autograph books and Sharpies for the characters. The click Sharpies are the handiest. That way you don't have to fiddle with a lid.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Pennies for the penny presses. If you're like William and you collect pressed pennies from all those cool little machines, be sure and bring change, preferably new pennies. Make the prettiest ones for the penny presses. And that's, the power banks. Did I say the power banks, William, to charge?
You did. Actually, I don't think you did yet, but welcome in to Jonathan Chong. Glad you're here. Good night to you, Keith.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes, you did mention. Well, actually, I'm not sure if you did mention because I was looking through the chat there. So fun fact here.
Something to charge your electronics. There you go. There it is.
There it is. So, and I've also got shing, sparkle, sparkle, as I think Plankton said that in an episode of SpongeBob. I've got this little power bank here. Got 2 or 3 of these bad boys laying around. Fun fact, quick story on this. We're getting close to the hour mark here. Fuel rod. So, Jillian and I went to Disneyland just a few years ago, and both of our batteries on our phones drained very quickly because we were using the Disneyland app and using the Max Pass to get all our pictures for the day, plus being able to do fast passes on the app. So using that app drained our batteries. We did not have, again, be prepared, but we did not have these little portable chargers with us. And so I got suckered into buying this fuel rod. I want to say what I spend. I actually have the receipt, which is part of the story.
$30? Was it $30?
Yeah. And so this, I will say there are better options out there.
Yeah,
but if you're caught short-handed.
The fuel rods are really a pretty cool option. Yeah, I think Jonathan knows about them. They are in Disney parks. You can also find them in airports, this kind of thing. So
other places of interest, other theme parks. I paid $32.33 because I still have the receipt from December 7th of 2017. Because I hang on to things and I do not delete emails.
There you go. And aren't you glad?
So
you have a
fun fact about these fuel rods. If you bought them prior to, I want to say it was like October 2019, at some date around then, you are grandfathered in to being achieving founder status in this little fuel rod thing. And so originally, it's like, okay, lifetime worth of uses. You buy this, you pay the $32.33, that's taxes included. And so, it was advertised unlimited use. Okay. Well, later on down the line,
when you get a fuel rod, and then when you've the battery, you've used the fuel rod, you just return it to a fuel rod station in one of the parks, and you get a fresh one. And and initially the deal was that was unlimited. Once you paid the initial $30 or whatever, you could swap out fuel rods forever, which is a great deal, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, man, can't beat that. I know that we were in a pinch and we needed to charge our phones. Fuel. And so we went ahead. Yeah. Fuel, battery fuel, but, we needed to charge our phones and so, okay, we're going to get the thing, we can continue to use this in the future, and we've kept up with it. As evidence, I still have it.
There you go.
We've kept up with it. And we've used it. Yeah, I used it 2017 on that Disneyland trip. I also took it in 2018 to Disney World, and it still made it back home with me. So yeah, somebody mentioned in there, looking here, somebody said, Russ Stapleton said, those are handy as long as the machine works to be able to swap them. I usually charge them on my own. Yeah, absolutely. I charge them out at night when I got home from the parks and get them outside the parks because they're cheaper usually. Absolutely. But if you're in a pinch, not a bad alternative. Although now I would not suggest it now because they've added that $3 charge. So you can see here in my fuel rod app, it says $3 credit remaining. So now these are no longer free. They charge there's a fee to swap them out. So I would definitely not suggest using these anymore. Right. But
so after everybody had bought all these fuel rods, then the company came back and I guess they weren't making enough money, and they came back and said, "Oh, wait a minute, we're actually going to have to charge you a swap fee, a minimal swap fee." And of course, there were a couple of lawsuits, and people said, "No, that's not what I signed up for." And but they said, if you were like William and you could prove that you had bought your fuel rod prior to a certain date, that you could still swap them out for free.
Yep. There's a good Disney food blog article on this. If you own a fuel rod, there's evidence you have to provide. If you can provide, what date you bought it on or what month. There's a little survey questions that you answer, and if you have the receipt, they ask for that too. I had the receipt in my email. I searched. It was funny because at first I searched the word fuel and got a lot of surprising number of emails returned back with the word fuel in them. And then I'd search the word rod, and also again, I didn't even think about it. I had baseball emails from the MLB about A-Rod. Being on Baseball Tonight.
Popping up, right?
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I searched fuel, I searched rod. Let's search fuel rod.
All right.
And bingo, there was one.
There was
one email. And so
lo and behold, it was
the receipt. Yeah. So yeah, you go through, answer a little questionnaire. You can prove that you purchased it prior to, I think it was that date. I want to say October of 2019 is when the cutoff was. But if you do it right, they will give you this membership level of founder.
There you go. So
you continue to get the unlimited swaps. That's huge. So yeah, just like AJC Magic TV said, hang on to the receipt because you needed to register as a founder member to get free exchanges. Yes. And again, there's a great Disney food blog article that points you in the right direction if you purchase one of these and you're looking to get that founder status.
Yes, and yeah, Mike, he had to, what did you have to turn into him? You had to send the email.
I should have taken a screenshot of the survey, but I I don't think you're required to have the receipt, but you did have to prove where you got it, and I think the month when you got it.
Right.
And so the more information you provide, the more likely they are to approve you to have founder status.
Yeah.
So check that out if you have one of these laying around, because that's huge. I mean, any place you can save money in the parks, that's a big deal.
It is.
And I will say, somebody said, yeah, I would say there's better alternatives out there, but we bought this in a pinch and we've gotten good use out of it, and we'll continue to get use out of it.
Yeah. And there's what those look like. And as you can see, if you want to hold that up again, William.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
They're compact, and that is a case.
Yeah.
They're in a case, so they're kind of protected.
I'm sure they come with updated charging cables. But this is, here just some of the little charging cables that they came with in this little canister. I'm not sure what they're like now because I bought mine in 2017, but still getting good use out of it.
Yeah. So good information there on the fuel rod. And I know I think a lot of people have bought those.
Yeah.
So that is really.
But there are other really good alternatives out there too that you can purchase that have longer battery life, and you don't have to worry about swapping them out, which is also big.
Jeff bought me one that, the guy that helped me at Best Buy said, if you're stranded on a desert island for a month, this will continue. This is going to be enough to charge your equipment. So,
yeah.
And we're on, of course, streaming, inside the parks and doing some vlogging. So we're going to have a lot of juice. And so I have one, and it's not really that big. It's a little bit larger, probably, and thicker than my cell phone, but it's really not that big. The technology is getting better and better, and you can get a lot of bang for your buck these days.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's
other things on the list. Yeah, we mentioned Rice Krispie treats. Did we mention that? Any little snack? We're partial to Rice Krispie treats because they can take a beating, and it doesn't change the taste. I've had some in my drawstring backpack that I've worn 2 or 3 days in a row, and I've leaned up against stuff. I've accidentally stomped on it, or dropped my backpack, and they take a beating, but they still taste like Rice Krispie treats.
They do.
It's very important.
They make a great snack. The heat doesn't affect them. The cold doesn't affect them. They really make Rice Krispie treats make a really good snack to throw in your backpack. You can, like you said, you can sit on them. They don't even break up, like chips or crackers or something would do. So,
oh my, Jeff,
let's see. Well, if you're asking, my friend says it's a good idea. I didn't list it on my, on this, but when you get really sweaty, hey,
that's more than we ever wanted to know. Oh me.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So
that's too
I
much.
did put it on my list, but actually it kind of is on my list. So yeah.
So yeah, sunglasses. You said Sharpies and autograph books. Autograph books, very important. We've talked about that on a previous stream.
Yes, we have.
Giant carabiner to hook stuff onto a stroller backpack. That's a good call. I've never really thought about that, but you mentioned it. So yeah. Also, some people may bring little plushes for their kids, so you already have one, so you don't have to buy a bunch of other plushes or extra toys if you already have one prior to going in.
Right. If you're coming in with Garrett, oh gosh, if you're coming in with the stroller, you have infants or really young children, you're going to have a lot more stuff anyway. So you would have changes of clothes for them.
Yep.
I've seen parents with extra shoes, in case they want to get on one of the splash pads and they can just change them into, something.
I've seen some super parents bring a different outfit for all the different meet and greets.
Yes.
These are things that I've witnessed through other people's vacation pictures that I'm friends with on social media, and it's highly impressive that they, almost kind of like do the Superman thing and jump into the phone booth, and all of a sudden they're wearing the next princess dress or whatever character.
Not good, Jeff. You're lucky we can't put you in timeout. Yeah,
that's
true.
Too much.
Yeah,
very funny.
And it's
completely different ball game whenever you're going with little ones,
with kiddos, and we haven't done that yet, really.
Yep. Yeah.
We took you into the park, William, when you were 3. I think that was the youngest you were. But you were tough. We didn't even rent a stroller for you.
Adam was like 7 or 8 on his first trip, so
he was.
And he was a little bit older, so you didn't have to worry about.
I've seen people with 7 and 8-year-olds in a stroller just because they get tired. And we'll have to. We have a younger grandkids now, and we'll have to rent some strollers this time when we go in with the family. But we'll do that too, man, and truck right on in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Garrett is asking about your shirt, William.
Oh, let's see. I love that shirt. Will just noticed Pirates jersey. Did you get that at Disneyland or Walt Disney World? I got this through the wonderful world of eBay. So yeah, I'm trying to remember. It says on the tag where it came from. This was actually pretty cool. It was new with tags. So that was really neat. I got this for a good price, and I teased earlier in this stream that I have another Disney hockey jersey that I will hopefully, if depending on when it ships in. When is it supposed to get here? It's supposed to get here on the 4th. So looking here, that's Tuesday of next week. So hopefully it gets here in order for me to wear it to the next stream. But feel free to rewind. I dropped a little hint on what the jersey may be themed as. So check that out. I said it's a wonderful thing. So little teaser there on what jersey that is. But
I don't
mentioned
know
earlier.
Yeah, I don't know.
What were you going to
say? He also has a really, really cool Incredibles, Mr. Incredible hockey jersey.
I love that one.
Oh man, yeah. So you'll have to wear that one pretty soon.
For sure. The most fun I had with that one.
He talks about me and my Spirit jerseys, and look at
Yeah, it's true. So I mentioned earlier in this, earlier tonight's stream that I'm trying to track down some of these jerseys that they put out, that Disney put out sometime between 2006 to 2010-ish. Trying to track some of those down, find them at a really good price, and buy them. So I have them. So slowly building up a nice collection of Disney hockey jerseys.
That's right. Well, we're our family is kind of Disney poor, so and I know most of y'all are too. So you can feel our pain. And along those lines, we've got some Disney news. Just a
good segue.
Disney news into that. Shop Disney dropped the new Halloween Spirit jerseys, and guys, they have an adults and a child's, and they are for real. I mean, if you have somebody
for the chat, how soon do you think it'll be before my mom has one of these new Halloween Spirit jerseys? Question for the chat.
I'm not buying one. No, I'm not. I'm totally not buying one. I'm not.
I don't know about that.
Well, I do
Time will
have.
tell.
Last year in September, I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for the first time. I may have purchased the Hocus Pocus spirit jersey at the Emporium. That is absolutely wonderful, and I love it. So, I'm just not going to buy it. No, I already have one to wear for Halloween. I don't need the new Halloween spirit jersey. There you go. You look. What's that face?
Both me and everyone in the chat disagree. So let's start off. AJC Magic TV says next week. This is our dream.
Come on, guys.
Says 1 month. Jonathan Chong has one of the best answers. Not soon enough. Which I'm sure, even though you're saying you're not going to get one, that you would concur secretly. And then next, Shelly Star Walker says next Wednesday. And hey, a little bit of solidarity though. Monarch Moments says good control, Don.
Garrett, there you go. I'm trying. I'm hanging in there, man. So far.
Yeah. But I have no one else to blame for your Disney Spirit jersey addiction because I started that. Russ Stapleton says you already ordered it. AJC Magic TV probably as fast as it gets mailed out. Mike Wheeler, I believe as soon as it gets mailed to her house. LOL. Oh, you guys are great. But so I started this whole thing off because they're at the Disney store here in Grapevine, Texas.
Right, Jonathan.
They are related to, they're affiliated with the Disneyland parks. So this specific Disney store here at the Grapevine Mills Mall, they're just north of the DFW airport, gets a lot of Disneyland merchandise.
They do.
And so, and heavily discounted a lot of the time. They get some really good stuff. And Jillian and I have found like $1 or $2 autograph books. We've found some great deals.
Right. Some solidarity. Thank you, AJC.
And so we found some great deals here at this local Disney store. So the first one that my mom and my wife got was from me because it was heavily discounted. It was that seafoam green colored jersey.
Right, just a beautiful color.
It's a Disneyland jersey, is not?
Uh-huh.
And so I found both of those jerseys. I thought, man, this is a great price. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I got one for both of y'all, and it completely started both of your addictions to these spirit jerseys. And in the long run, it has cost me a substantial amount of money because I've purchased multiple jerseys for both of you since then. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad you.
And have we thanked you profusely? Yes,
you have.
We love them.
Anyway, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean they just keep pumping them out, and they're so cool looking. This Halloween one, we got off on a tangent there. This Halloween one is no exception. It is really cool.
It is. You'll check that out on Shop Disney. It is.
Give it a look.
It will take every ounce of willpower that I have to not order that jersey. And I guys, I'm not going to order it. I'm not. We'll just say I'm not going to do it. Okay. July 30th, guys, is #Friendship Day with Disney.
Cool.
So, your best friend on Instagram, get with them. Share your pictures that you took, at Disney with your best friend. It is #Friendship Day with Disney on July 30th. So share your friends' pics on social media. I've already seen some out there. Did not know that, but saw it on Instagram. If it's on Instagram, it must be true. So, again, I mentioned the Halloween spirit jerseys. They're too cute. Check them out. Especially if you love spirit jerseys, you're not going to be able to resist, but I will. new Haunted Mansion masks appeared recently in Walt Disney World. The purple wallpaper in the Disney mask, and they are at Disney Springs and Disney World. Hopefully, they'll be on Shop Disney pretty soon. I would probably order that one. I will order that one, but I'm not ordering a Spirit jersey, guys. Again, Target has announced that new line that includes it's called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Trading Post, and it has Legos and clothes and toys and Funkos and just it's a really neat line. Disney is leveraging that deal that they already have with Target, and they're doing this new Star Wars thing, which is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have. You can go on, just search, Target Star Wars Galaxy's Edge line, and you get a lot of pictures of that merch. And that is to drop August 30th. So, okay. Mike, Dawn, we know who's in the shopping cart on Shop Disney.
Oh,
Just hit the checkout button. Well, I don't know. It could or could not be already in my cart or on my wish list, Mike. Enablers, all of you, absolutely. And there you go, Garrett. Funkos. Did somebody say Funkos?
Me.
Right. Oh my gosh, they're killing us, guys. Yeah. Oh, Funko
Garrett,
Pop.
I'm just going to do a little tease here, Garrett. The reason why Jillian is so sick of the Funko Pops in our house, maybe because behind most of these doors in our house, there are Funko Pops lurking in the background.
Okay, and what did you say about my Spirit jerseys? I missed.
Yeah.
Speaking of Funko,
So I'm right there with you, Garrett.
Oh gosh, you guys are great. Speaking of Funkos, do you have your Funko Pop handy?
Oh, are you talking about the Disney Skyliner?
I am talking about the Disney Skyliner.
Disney Skyliner is right over here.
Okay. The Disney Skyliner Pop, guys, y'all know it. It's fantastic. I totally love it. Looking forward to riding the Skyliner for the first time soon. And I bought it for myself. And I said, William would really love this Funko Pop. And because you're such a good mom, you're going to give him this Funko Pop for Christmas. So last Christmas, William unwrapped that. Was it a birthday gift or Christmas gift?
It was a birthday gift. A
birthday gift. Okay. So, and I have reminded him. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, here's the picture of it. I didn't feel like getting it off the shelf, but
yeah, y'all have that one, right?
Coincidentally, it is my highest valued Funko Pop as well.
We're gonna wrap this up really fast, guys. But okay, so the latest Funko Pop, there is a new video on our channel. Go check it out. The Jungle Cruise Funko Pop.
There it is.
There it is. The Jungle Cruise Funko Pop, guys. There it is. It is amazing. It's wonderful. It's the Congo Queen. It has the skipper, your little Funko skipper there. Isn't he cute? Is that not great?
Yeah. So, if you're not a fan of this pop, you're in denial.
Right? There it is. Isn't he cute, guys? I love him. So, now that I have this Funko Pop, William wants this Funko Pop, but he hasn't ordered it yet. I propose that we work out a custody agreement with the and when we visit each other, we have to bring the Funkos and we will exchange. And I will take custody of the Skyliner and you can take custody of Skipper Pop here. And we'll just kind of trade back and forth. And that way we both get to enjoy our Funkos. What do you think?
Yes, I'm 100% in.
So that's the deal.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll try to feature them in the background so you can tell who's got each pop.
Who's got the Funkos? But yeah, he is so cute, guys. Really, the underside is red, but check out my video on that. But that's just a really neat pop, and it's such a classic ride. I had to have it. So
Russ Stapleton said,
not in the spirit jersey.
I understand that reference. That reminds me of Captain America in the Avengers when he says, I understood that reference.
That's right. That's right. Something to do with flying monkeys, I believe. So, anyway, let's get this wrapped up.
Yeah, let's get this thing wrapped up.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging in there.
All this silliness, and we appreciate you guys so much.
We've had a lot of fun. Thanks to you guys for having a good time in the chat.
We do have again, check out the new Jungle Cruise Funko Pop that's up on our channel. And also Jillian did a great one, and a lot of you have liked that on our Instagram and on our Facebook post and on Twitter. She traveled to Natchez, Mississippi, and Natchez, Mississippi has a lot of plantation style, colonial, old antebellum homes, historic homes, really neat. One of them is called Stanton Hall, and it was Walt's model for the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. So you guys, I think Garrett, Michelle may have already watched it, but
yeah,
it's a great video. She talks a little bit about Stanton Hall. There's some great pictures, but I mean it's almost identical to the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. So it's really a cool video. I'd like to go back and do an even more extensive walk of the grounds and what have you. But Stanton Hall, and it's the real Haunted Mansion, and it is supposedly haunted. So
yeah,
definitely go check out that video. I'd like to give a shout out to Dean at the Live Place. Dean at theliveplace.com lists. It's a TV guide essentially for all of our great YouTubers and live streams. And so if you're looking for a live stream, you can go there anytime, check it out, see what's coming on, that day or that night and who's going to be going live. And he has expanded that list to include people other than Disney YouTubers. You can sort, based on the content that you're looking for. All of us love Disney. But thanks, Dean, for that. And also check out Dreamer's Empire. That's Dean's YouTube channel, and he has some great content there too, and we really appreciate him for doing that. Also, if you are a creator, and I know a lot of the people in the chat are creators, you should be using TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is your best friend if you are a creator. It is a tool that analyzes your videos for performance, gives you suggestions for better titles, just essentially helps you to sharpen your videos so that you get more views, your click-through rate is higher, your video is more searchable, gives you suggestions for tags, titles, and thumbnails, guys. Tags, titles, and thumbnails. But TubeBuddy, it's a free tool. If you decide, now there are different, process if you want to order, pro version of what have you. I used the free version for several months. And then I went ahead and it's a nominal subscription each month. But there is a link in the description of this video. If you click on it, we get a free month. You get a free month. So yes, and there's the Stanton Hall. Thank you, Garrett, for dropping that. There's the link to Jillian's video on Stanton Hall. But
it's neat that you've been there, Shelley Starwalker. And you went for last November for the Hot Air Balloon Festival. That's really neat. Jillian and her mom thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's cool. Also cool that your mama and family are Mississippians and Louisianians. Neat.
That is so cool. Yeah, it's just a gorgeous area. I'm going to go to Natchez next time I go through there. I'm definitely going to do that. I know Jillian and her mom just completely enjoyed it. Coming up next week, guys, we were going to do this week, and my Shop Disney order that did not include a spirit jersey we're going to be giving away of some little gifts to celebrate 100 YouTube subs. And I appreciate you guys so much for that.
Thank you.
We have 116 subs now on YouTube, and we appreciate that, guys. So we're going to have a little giveaway next week, probably some Disney pins and some other stuff. And so come on in for that. We now have over 200 on Instagram, over 200 subs. We're at 207 on Instagram. So thanks for that. We really appreciate it. So next week, we'll do our little giveaway, and you guys come on and take part in that. We're going to wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys, for being in the chat. William, have you kind of looked through this chat? Shelley Starwalker, Monarch Moments.
Yeah, I think I've got pretty much everybody written down. Hopefully, if I missed anyone, please forgive me. We appreciate y'all joining us. Thank you to everyone that's going to be watching on the replay as well. And let's see, just running through the list here. Everybody that I tried to write everybody down. Monarch Moments, Big Disney fan, Mike Wheeler, Shelley Starwalker, Mickey's Girls, Griswold Family Vacay, Diz Our Dream, Paging Mr. Morrow, Jeffrey Resendez, AJC Magic TV, Russ Stapleton, Jonathan Chong, and T. Marie Photography. If I missed anybody, once again, I apologize. I try to write them down quickly as we're doing the stream here. But thank you so much to everybody that is watching with us, live chatting with us tonight. We just had a blast, thoroughly enjoyed it, lots of good laughs.
Yeah.
We really look forward to Tuesday to talking with not only with each other but with you.
Oh so, yeah. It's about
a lot of fun.
It's about community, and we appreciate all of you for subbing. Thanks so much to our mods, our awesome mods. We appreciate you guys, and coming in the chat. We love you guys.
Yeah.
So come back.
Yeah.
Join us.
Hurry back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks again. Really.
Yeah. So. I got a little ahead of myself there, but yeah, thanks again, everyone, and hurry back.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
We love you. Good night.